It's like a part of me would love to be able to have the ability to teach people about God, you know? But for one, I think it's beyond this language. It's beyond it's beyond these times. Like when I say like these times, I mean just beyond the world in general. Like I do feel as though God is simple, yet very complex for the human mind. So I'll say that again. I do feel like God is very simple, yet very complex for the human mind. Because the human mind often places God inside of a box, you know, because it's so easy for us, I'm not going to say us, but it's easy for people to want to cling to something to identify it and give it a label. You know what I mean? Even saying God in itself is still a label, you know? But let's say God was beyond just the label, God itself, right? Which is obviously that would be common sense if you believe, right? But it's just like, how do you teach people about God when it's like so much more complex to the human mind? I would think that God is simply literally like just is. So that's the simple part about it, is that I would say like, well, literally God just is. Like you don't even have to go outside of your way to even like humans. I feel like think they have to go out more so go outside of their way, you know, by wanting to be connected with God. But I think it's more so getting out of your way versus going outside. The first thing I said. But bottom line, I think it's more so getting out of your way to discover God and just allow God versus like being in your way, if that makes sense. Because I would love to teach people about God, but then it's like, you know, what certifications, right, would I have, right? But God literally just is. So if I had the opportunity to teach people about God, it's like, it is what it is. Like, it's not, it would just be that. Probably world peace would probably be on the planet, though, if people just kind of saw it as like, okay, well, it is what it is, maybe. But world peace isn't necessarily into form right now, so that can kind of get complex. But if you think about it, it's because of the natures of like humans. The nature of humans is why the world is how it kind of is. I don't necessarily know if that's the nature of God.